Alright, hello everyone. Here we are back for Golf Flash tutorial here, hole number 3. I'm just going to bring Navigator and Extra Mile and also the Sniper. Well, I might have to switch from the Navigator on this one. Just something to think about. I want to see what the wind is. It'd be nice to go for this. So, I'm assuming we might have a tailwind. Yeah, there's a tailwind. I'm just going to kind of figure out what this size is up to be. You can see with the Extra Mile 7, I do believe we can get to the other side, especially with a little bit higher wind. So we might want to try to keep the wind up. As you can see, we're actually going to get a very, very nasty. It's only going to be a 5. That's basically as low as you can get in Pro. So this was kind of worst case scenario for us, but we should still be able to do something somewhat manageable. So one thing that I might actually recommend is maybe bringing a katana, but you might need a little bit more wind than this just to feel safe about it. But I'll size it up real quick and we'll see. As long as it's 3 rings down, hits the fairway, I might actually use a katana as well just to get a little bit of extra side spin. So let me stretch this out real quick, just see what that looks like. And as I mentioned, it'll just let me get that little bit of extra side spin. It looks like I'm okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to aim the left of my bullseye towards the middle of that fairway. Additionally to this spot right here, you're going to see me usually go about 8 rings on this club. So there's 5. There's 3 more. So 8 total rings on a setup like that, and that's aiming off the left of my bullseye. So keep in mind that the left of my bullseye was pointed down the middle of the fairway. Ooh, wow! So that really launched down, and here you can see that that was too many rings, at least by about 2. So I might need to come in on that. Well, I don't necessarily need to come. It probably wasn't necessarily the aim that was too much. What pretty much did me in there was I aimed more towards the center of the fairway. I should have aimed more towards the left. So what I was kind of anticipating was it kind of overhooking, and you can see that the ball actually did launch much farther than it should have. So on those hook shots, when you generate a lot of curl like that, it is going to over launch, significantly. I mean, that must have flew at least 6 rings down. And that's just, part of what happens when you hit those hooks and tailwinds like that. Really gets that ball moving. But if you do this, the way that I'm going to recommend that you try to get out of it is to try to hit it over here and, just hop it into that fairway would be ideal. So you can see that I'm adding a little bit of curl, getting relatively aggressive with my line. And here you can see it hops over into the fairway. Give ourselves a reasonable chance to at least recover would be nice. However, if we can get that drive down just a little bit better, as I mentioned, if I start my line towards the left of that fairway as opposed to the center of the fairway like I did, I could probably still go those same amount of rings. I would just have to position towards the left off that tee instead of towards the center, because I actually kind of landed kind of exactly where I thought it would be. But that land zone wasn't necessarily the best for that shot. It wasn't aggressive enough. So let's take a look here. And, if you can get up here, let's take a look at what we'd like to do here. It looks like I'm a little bit in between clubs. This is a little bit uphill. What I'll usually do, there it is, end bringer. With the uphill, I might go maybe minus 5% in this case, 5.9. You can see here's max club. Maybe play it right around here. You can see that I'm trying to intentionally point it on the green if at all possible. Kind of sticking it right here. And maybe, up at 2.7 rings or so. As I mentioned, I'm going to make sure that I hit the green kind of intentionally. So that's how you can see me setting up my rings here. And I got my perfect ball. And it just rolls right in for the eagle. So I was still able to salvage it even with the bad tee shot. And especially with a little bit of extra power, had I bring Kingmaker, for instance, it would have been that much farther, that much more easy to get that eagle. So that was kind of a minimal approach there for you guys. But good luck with that hole, and catch you guys on hole 4 coming up.